Good evening and welcome to Ignite News on 6 at 6. It's Monday, March 24th, 2025. I'm Rihanna Nikram. Thanks for joining us. Here are the highlights. Irfan Ali is a PPPC 2025 presidential candidate. The Ethnic Relations Commission is calling for vigilance ahead of elections. Vice President Bara Jagdeo promises more cash grants if PPPC return to power. Crossing of major bridges to be toll-free. President Dr. Irfan Ali is a PPPC presidential candidate for the 2025 general and regional elections. This was announced yesterday by the party's General Secretary, Bara Jagdeo, at Babujan.
We have a young leader who will be contesting the next election again. And you compare him with the others, God. It's like comparing a giant with nothing. He is proficient in every area. He represents us at the United Nations with distinction. He deals cleverly to keep our borders intact in dealing with the Venezuelan matter. He is laid out, he knows the details of development program. He's a people's person. You don't got no sour face all the time, like some of them have. And he's smart. He can string two words together. He can string more than two words together. That is the man who will be leading.
Today, President Ali told Ignite News that he's happy to continue leading his party.
I'm very humbled to be the candidate leading the People's Progressive Party Civic into victory. We are on a platform of continuity. We have started major transformative projects that will form part of that continuity of government, moving these projects further into implementation. Many of the transformative projects will be completed.
Both Ali and Jagdeo are confident of victory, pointing to the government's wide-ranging projects and initiatives over the past 5 years as key to securing voter support. Commuters in Guyana will no longer have to pay to cross the Demerara, Berbice, and Wismar bridges. Government has announced the removal of all tolls effective August 1st, 2025. President Dr. Irfan Ali made the announcement on Sunday at a gathering in Babujan, Port Morant, during the commemoration of the 28th death anniversary of former President Dr. Cheddi Jagan. The move is expected to ease the financial burden on thousands of daily commuters and improve regional connectivity. Currently, the toll for the cars to cross the Berbice River Bridge is $1,900, while the Demerara Bridge costs $200. To facilitate this policy, the government has allocated $1.015 billion in the 2025 national budget to subsidize the Berbice Bridge Company. The initiative is part of broader efforts to reduce the cost of living, improve infrastructure, and enhance national transportation efficiency. Some 1,900 students affected by the fallout between the Guyana Online Academy of Learning, GOAL, and the University of Staffordshire have chosen other institutions to continue their studies. GOAL Director Professor Jacob Opodei provided an update on Sunday, stating that students will be able to transfer credits to their new universities.
We have provided them opportunity to select other universities within the GOAL partnership, and as of this afternoon, over 1,900 are selected universities that they wish to go to. And for some who cannot see the programs that they wanted in other university, it is our duty to find partners who can offer them those programs.
Last week, GOAL severed ties with Staffordshire University and its third-party partner, International Skill Development Corporation. This comes after a disagreement between the two agencies disrupted students' academic progress. Opodei expressed disappointment that the issue between the two agencies had reached the media before GOAL was aware, and reassured students that their education would not be stalled by this issue. Guyana's Ethnic Relations Commission, ERC, is calling for heightened vigilance against racial discrimination ahead of the country's 2025 general elections. Speaking at the Imaniana last Friday, ERC Chairman Sheikh Haq said the Commission will ramp up efforts to counter racism and promote inclusivity. Haq emphasized the fight against racial discrimination is an ongoing effort requiring collaboration across society. The event, which marked the International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination, brought together government officials, opposition representatives, and international partners. United Nations Resident Coordinator to Guyana, Jean Kamau, reaffirmed the UN's commitment to supporting Guyana's efforts to eliminate discrimination. Opposition Member of Parliament Ganesh Mai Paul and Minister of Governance and Parliamentary Affairs Gil Teixeira also spoke at the event. Public Works Minister Juan Edghill has issued a stern warning to concrete suppliers in Region 6. Speaking at a meeting with suppliers on Sunday, Edghill stated that those caught spilling concrete on roadways will face strict penalties, including being barred from future government projects. Contractors had raised concerns about delays in concrete deliveries, which could affect the March 31st deadline for roadworks in the region. This is not the first warning issued by the ministry, with previous complaints of delays, inconsistent quantities, and substandard quality. Contractors have complained about having to wait for extended periods, sometimes as long as 3 weeks, even after making advance payments. The Georgetown Chamber of Commerce and Industry is pushing for the creation of a development bank to support local businesses and economic expansion. In its recently published 2024 to 2025 annual report, the Chamber highlighted the need for stronger financial markets, an improved stock market, and dedicated financial support for enterprises. The Chamber noted that while it has partnered with the Jamaica stock market to establish a junior stock market in Guyana, there is still an urgent need for more structured financial systems. Additionally, the Guyana Bank for Trade and Industry has launched a specialized program, GBTI Grow. This program supports micro, small, and medium-sized enterprises with flexible financing options. The GCCI also welcomed the government's amendment to the Financial Institutions Act, which now allows foreign financial institutions to enter the market, creating new opportunities for investment and economic growth. Vice President Bar Jaglio has announced that the People's Progressive Party Civic will roll out more cash grant initiatives if the party wins the 2025 election. He made the announcement while speaking at the annual celebration of the life of Dr. Cheddi Jagan at Babujan, Region 6.
The President of Guyana told us many things. He laid out some of the plans for the future, but he did not answer the most pressing question on the minds of the people. Will there be cash grant after he wins the next election? And the answer is yes.
Since assuming office, the government has rolled out several cash grant initiatives. These include the $100,000 per adult citizen cash grant and the $100,000 per newborn cash grant. The Guyana Defense Force is in St. Vincent and the Grenadines to assist with post-hurricane burial recovery. The GDF contingent arrived today following a commitment from President Dr. Irfan Ali to assist the CARICOM nation. Led by Colonel Administration and Quartering Commander Roger Nurse, the team will assess damage and coordinate humanitarian efforts. Priority areas include rebuilding Union Island, which was among the hardest hit. In a statement, the GDF said its deployment underscored Guyana's commitment to regional solidarity. The force says this operation reflects CARICOM's unified approach to disaster response. The U.S. has resumed deportation flights to Venezuela. A flight carrying 199 Venezuelans landed at Simon Bolivar Airport near Caracas on Monday. The BBC reports that repatriation flights had halted weeks ago after the U.S. revoked a license allowing Venezuela to export oil despite sanctions. On Saturday, however, the two governments reached an agreement to resume flights. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro described the flights as a chance to rescue migrants from U.S. prisons. Meanwhile, the U.S. Bureau of Western Hemisphere Affairs says the passengers were illegal aliens who had no legal basis to remain in the U.S. Jorge Rodriguez, head of Venezuela's National Assembly, however, stressed on Saturday that migration was not a crime. Bangladesh cricket is in shock as former one-day international captain Tamim Iqbal suffered a heart attack during a domestic match in Dhaka. Tamim, 36, was leading Mohammedan Sporting Club in a Dhaka Premier League match on Monday when he experienced chest pain after the toss. He was given initial medical attention on the field before being rushed to a nearby hospital, where doctors confirmed he had suffered a heart attack. According to the Bangladesh Cricket Board's medical officer, Tamim's condition has stabilized and his heart function is improving. His team has urged fans to pray for his recovery. Tamim, who played 391 international matches between 2007 and 2023, remains the only Bangladeshi batsman to score centuries in all three international formats. And that's all for this edition of Ignite News on 6 at 6. For more stories, visit ignitenews.com or follow us on social media. Thanks for watching. I'm Rihanna Nikram. See you tomorrow for more Ignite News.